comes to the subsector of culture and national heritage, are they included under this listing so that we know exactly what we're speaking about? So the first thing that's listed is immovable heritage. This is really speaking about historical sites and cultural landscapes, monuments, physical and natural environment. Our fauna and flora is also protected under this, and a lot of conventions, maybe assigned. So that refers to immovable heritage. Intangible cultural heritage, that intangible stuff is things that you can't touch. So there's a convention of 2003, and this is the way we live, essentially. And we live through expressing ourselves, and it safeguards those intangible cultural heritage. The specialists in culture are also here. You've heard them introduce themselves, so if you need any more clarity. Tangible heritage is really speaking towards our museum culture. What are we going to do in terms of maybe some of the museums in future that need to be there that are not there? Lifestyle heritage here speaks to cuisine. So this issue of food and gastronomy. How do we ensure that the local policy that speaks to our food becomes more mainstreamed in our interventions? We have issues with archaeological heritage within particular sites. If things are uncovered, discovered, what do we do? How can we create knowledge around, for instance, there are cultural sites right now where people don't visit throughout the country, where there might be rock paintings. How do we turn that into an economy? Indigenous knowledge systems. A lot of the times people come here, take products out, develop them somewhere else. How can we support adding value to the production of local products? And then folk art. That is really the 7 subsectors that we are proposing currently, but we might have